Hey guys, welcome to today's little DIY video. So my baby turned 3 years old and I DIY'd a lot of the birthday party, almost all of it. So here I am just blowing up the balloons. I got these balloons from Amazon, and the white ones I bought in Dollar Tree. They were really inexpensive. I will link it down below. Everything I used in this video that I got on Amazon, I will be linking down below. If you're interested, go check that out. So I even got this air blower machine in Amazon, and it's really convenient because I blew up about 80 something balloons, so I would not have been able to do that by mouth. So yeah, so I'm just blowing up these balloons and I'm tying them in twos to do the balloon column. The one that you see behind me, you actually see me take it apart because I had to redo it. It was slanted. One of the balloons had popped overnight because I had done it the night before. So one of the balloons on the bottom popped and it was like slanting over. But anyway, so I'm just blowing up the balloons and so I can make the Alright, so now I'm starting the balloon column. I got this weight from Dollar Tree and also the ribbon. So I'm just tying the ribbon first securely to the balloon weight. And now I'm going to start taking the balloons by force. So I'm going to grab 2 of one color and 2 of another color. And I'm going to just kind of like make them, like wrap them around each other. And then I'm going to secure it with the ribbon. So I'm going to go from underneath and I'm going to go around each balloon to secure it and make sure I'm pulling it up to make sure that it's nice and secure and tight. That way the balloon column will be nice and straight and it will stand up. So I'm just going to keep on doing this same thing all the way up. Just when I start adding layers of balloons, I will have to come down one extra layer to make sure that everything is nice and secure and tight, and you will see that in the following clips. So to attach the number 3 balloon, I did cut the ribbon and I just made a separate one basically. So I wrapped around the bottom of the balloon, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with each layer. So I'm putting the balloon in the middle and I'm going to pull a string down and around each of the balloons that's around it, just so it can be securely in there and it won't fly away. And these were really good. They held up really well. And so the party was outside and they were like pretty secure, like nothing came apart, and it was just perfect. So I'm obsessed with the way they came out. I'm super happy. I hope you guys like the way they came out. They look great. I'm so excited. Alright guys, so now it's baking and cooking time. I let my daughter help me, the baby, because it was for her birthday. So we're just starting off by making the cupcake mix. So it was really hot in the kitchen because I was making, I was cooking other stuff because I cooked all the food for the party as well. I didn't record that because it was just like regular food. My mom actually made the rice just to take off some load from me because it was insane. But anyways, so yeah, so I'm just baking the cupcakes with her, and yeah, just watch us. She is hilarious. My baby has so much personality, and I don't just say it because she's my kid. You guys will see it. Look at her. I cannot even deal. My baby is so silly. I love her to death. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so she turned 3 on September 12th, and this was September 11th, the day before, and I was getting everything ready because I've done DIY birthday parties in the past, and I've waited until last minute or until the day of, like the morning, and I'm just so tired. I don't really enjoy the party. So I've recently, like in the past couple years, been doing everything ahead of time, which is so much easier the next day. You just have everything done. You just gotta set it up in the morning, and I've been enjoying the birthday parties now. So yeah, I'm happy I learned all of this stuff now, but I was doing stuff for 3 days for this party straight, and I was exhausted. Like Friday night, which was this day that I'm cooking and baking and stuff, I was so exhausted. Like my whole body was hurting me. It was crazy. I'm so happy I did this like the night before, and I literally did this. I was in the kitchen from like 11 o'clock in the morning until I think it was something like 7 or 8 o'clock at night. It was crazy. So yeah. Alright guys, so here we're making the cake batter. So my baby wanted a chocolate cake, and that's what she got. I made a 4-layer chocolate fudge cake, and I just topped it with like the vanilla frosting. So yeah, so she wanted to help me use the hand mixer, so I let her. She was helping me, supposedly. She wasn't even paying attention, but you know. So anyways, here I'm filling up the cupcakes, and I'm using a spoon because it got kind of messy and crazy. So yeah, this was like the easiest way I can find to fill up the cupcake molds. And now here my cakes are ready. They have cooled down, well, mostly cooled down, and I'm just cutting off the top layer just so it can be even, because I am layering them on top of each other. So I cut off the top layer, and let me tell you guys, if I would have had the actual tools of a baker, this could have came out so much better, and I'm obsessed with the way it came out actually. So yeah, but anyways, this just goes to show you that, I mean, no offense to bakers and stuff like that, but you really don't need to be a baker to make something, you know, pretty and whatever. You know, I saved hundreds of dollars by making these cupcakes and cake on my own. Literally to make this cake I wasted maybe $10, so roughly $10-12 to make this cake, and I think it was even less than that, to be honest with you. They sell cake batter in Dollar Tree, so it's $1. They sell frosting there, also $1. Like, you can save so much money if you can just like figure out how to make it yourself, which is what I did, and I saved so much money. So anyways, here I am making my pernil. This is the pork shoulder, and I'm just moving it over because I seasoned it 2 days before, just to make sure that it really seeped in and got nice and seasoned. And now I'm gonna put them in the oven, and these take about 6 to 8 hours to bake or to cook. So put it in the oven. I put this in the oven after I had done, I was done baking, because I didn't want like the smell of it to get on there. So what you just saw was the empanadas. I did make empanadas. You just fry them. You fill them up with whatever you want, and then you fry them until they're like a golden brown. But anyways, so here I am just getting the what am I saying? Not the confetti. I'm making the frosting. So I put a little bit of food coloring that I got from Target to make it pink, and I'm just gonna mix that up. Put it inside of the, I don't even know what most of this stuff is called. So I borrowed a lot of stuff from my sister. She loves to bake, and she bakes really, really good actually. So yeah, so I borrowed most of this stuff from her. So yeah guys, here I am finishing up frying the empanadas. This was pretty easy, so that's why I saved it for the day before. They came out so good, so perfect. So now here I am icing these cupcakes. I think they came out really, really cute. You're gonna see later I tried to do this with the cake, and it was almost a complete disaster, but I was able to save it, so I'm super excited. But I love the way that the cupcakes came out using this little icing thingy. Yeah, so I did this, I think I did about 30 cupcakes, something like that, but I was over it. So towards the ending, I just ended up like just regular icing it, but I made a lot of them like this with the piper. That's what I think it's called, with the piping thing. Yeah, so now I am doing my cakes. They have cooled down. I am putting a chocolate fudge frosting in the middle of each layer. Like I said, the baby wanted chocolate, like straight up chocolate. She loves chocolate, so that's what I gave her. So I'm just putting this layer, so that way the layers, I'm putting this frosting, that way the layers can actually stick to each other. So yeah, I mean, nothing fancy about this, guys. I'm just putting some chocolate fudge that looks like spread out poop, basically. And I'm putting them on top of each other. And I had 4 layers, so I believe I had 2 9-inch and 2 8-inch layers. So yeah, anyways, so I'm frosting the top of each layer and the sides just with a regular whipped frosting, and I put the other 2 layers on top of those 2 layers, like the smaller ones. So the bottom one is the 9-inch and the top I believe is 8-inch because it looks pretty close together. So I got these wooden dolls in Dollar Tree, and it was perfect. The size, the height, everything was perfect for these things. This, I saw a YouTube video. This is going to help the cake stay in place, so it's going to give it some support, and it worked. BTW. So yeah, so then here is where the disaster almost happened. So I had watched Tiffany Beeston, and she was doing her daughter's birthday cake, and she showed how many times she messed up, and it still came out so nice. It just shows you, like, honestly, you don't need to be a professional baker. You can just get things to add on to the cake, like, you know, little things here and there, and the cake will look absolutely gorgeous. So it was really hot in my house, so I decided to only pop the top of the cake because the sides were melting, and it came out absolutely gorgeous. So whatever I had piped before, I just kind of wiped it off, and I made the cake kind of like a naked cake, I think that's what they call it. So I just took off any extra frosting, and I made it look like a little naked. My cousin actually made my sister's I think it was her wedding shower cake, and it was gorgeous. So I got the idea from her, and I really love the way it came out because it was just kind of like easy to frost. I don't have frosting materials or anything like that, so this was easy to frost. And then I had gotten 2 bouquets of flowers from Michael's, and I just detached the flowers and stuck them in the cake, which was freaking perfect. It worked out so well, and I'm just obsessed with the way the cake came out. It came out absolutely gorgeous. Yeah guys, I'm gonna link everything I can down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love you. See you in the next one.